Stephen Curry has just made history, reaching a monumental milestone in his career that places him among the greatest players to ever step onto an NBA court. With his latest achievement, Curry has become the 26th player in NBA history to surpass 25,000 career points. This incredible accomplishment further solidifies his place in the history books, and it's only fitting that he achieved it during a 115-110 victory over the Detroit Pistons. Curry put on a spectacular performance, scoring 32 points in just 33 minutes of play and adding 4 more three-pointers to his already remarkable career total. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. For those who have been following his career closely, this milestone is another testament to the consistency, skill, and hard work Curry has displayed over the years. Since joining the Golden State Warriors in 2009, Curry has transformed not only the franchise but the entire game of basketball. His shooting ability, especially from beyond the arc, has revolutionized the NBA and changed how the game is played. His success has not only been about personal records but has also been central to the Warriors' dominance in the 2010s, leading them to 4 NBA championships and solidifying their place as one of the most successful teams of the modern era. Now, let's dive deeper into this achievement. With 25,017 points, Curry becomes the 26th player in NBA history to reach the 25,000-point mark. He's not just a scorer, he's an all-around player who can impact a game in so many ways. And while his scoring ability is undoubtedly his defining trait, his leadership and basketball IQ have made him a true asset to his team. What's even more impressive is that Curry is only the 4th active player to achieve this incredible feat, joining the likes of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. This places him in rare company, and it speaks to the longevity and consistency of his career. Speaking of LeBron James, the king of basketball still holds the all-time record for the most career points in NBA history. LeBron's current tally stands at an astonishing 41,924 points, which is a testament to his dominance in the league for over 20 seasons. However, when we talk about Curry's milestone, it's important to remember that this figure of 25,000 points only takes into account regular season points. LeBron's record includes only regular season statistics, which is the standard when discussing all-time scoring leaders in the NBA. But what about the combined total, including both regular season and playoff points? Well, this is where things get even more interesting. Last week, LeBron James made history once again, becoming the first NBA player ever to score more than 50,000 points when combining regular season and playoff points. This feat is another massive achievement for LeBron and further cements his place in the conversation about the greatest player of all time. However, if we were to apply the same rule and count both regular season and playoff points for Stephen Curry, he would actually rank 21st on the all-time list, with a combined total of 28,983 points. This would put him ahead of some legendary players like Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Dirk Nowitzki, further solidifying his greatness. That said, the NBA typically excludes playoff points from these types of statistics, and for good reason. Playoff games are a different animal altogether. Teams only get to play a certain number of games in the postseason, and the level of competition is often much higher. Regular season stats are often used for these types of rankings because every team has the same opportunity to play the same number of games, which makes for a fairer comparison. With that in mind, it's important to acknowledge Curry's 25,000 regular season points as a remarkable accomplishment in its own right. Another aspect of Curry's career that deserves attention is his record-breaking success from beyond the three-point line. Last season, Curry became the first player in NBA history to surpass 4,000 three-pointers made, and he's now closing in on an even more significant achievement. As of this moment, Curry has made 3,993 three-pointers, and he's expected to become the first player ever to hit 4,000 career three-pointers in the next few games. This achievement is a testament to Curry's incredible shooting ability, and it's part of what has made him such a dominant player in the NBA. For context, Curry's closest competitor in this three-point race is James Harden, who has made 3,112 three-pointers in his career. While Harden is a prolific shooter in his own right, he's still far behind Curry in this particular category. LeBron James, often considered one of the greatest all-around players in the history of the game, ranks 7th on the all-time three-point list, with 2,542 career three-pointers. It's a remarkable statistic, but it's clear that Curry's shooting range and volume have set him apart in this department. And once again, we're only talking about regular season stats here. Playoff numbers are not included in this discussion. What makes Curry's three-point record even more impressive is the way he's changed the game of basketball. Before Curry, the three-point shot was not as emphasized in the NBA. Teams would often focus on inside scoring and mid-range shooting, but Curry's shooting ability has encouraged teams to focus more on spacing and long-range shooting. His ability to consistently hit deep three-pointers, even from well beyond the arc, has made him one of the most feared offensive players in the world. He's revolutionized the way the game is played, and his influence will be felt for years to come. As for the Warriors, Curry's impact on the team cannot be overstated. Since being drafted by the Warriors in 2009, Curry has been the cornerstone of their success. Under his leadership, the team has won 4 NBA championships and reached the finals multiple times. Along with fellow stars like Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, Curry has helped establish the Warriors as one of the most dominant teams of the past decade. And even though the team is now in a bit of a transition phase, Curry remains the face of the franchise and continues to play at an incredibly high level. In conclusion, Stephen Curry's 25,000-point milestone is just another step in his incredible journey in the NBA. It's a reflection of his hard work, dedication, and unparalleled skill. Whether he's breaking records for three-pointers, leading his team to championships, or cementing his place in the all-time scoring rankings, Curry continues to prove that he is one of the greatest players to ever play the game. And with more milestones likely ahead, it's clear that Curry's legacy will continue to grow, and his influence on the NBA will be felt for generations to come. The Golden State Warriors recently secured their 4th consecutive victory, edging out the Detroit Pistons 115-110 in a tight matchup that helped solidify their record at 36-28. With the win, the Warriors maintained their position as the number 6 seed in the highly competitive Western Conference. This win not only provided them with crucial momentum as the regular season progresses, but also highlighted both their strengths and areas of improvement as they aim for another deep playoff run. Although the Warriors managed to secure the victory, the game was not without its challenges. Detroit star center, Jalen Duren, proved to be a formidable force on the court, finishing with a double-double, 13 points and 13 rebounds, in just 29 minutes of play. His dominance in the paint underscored the Warriors' ongoing struggle to match up physically against opposing big men, a challenge they faced throughout the season. Duren's performance highlighted a critical need for Golden State to bolster its frontcourt, especially as they face off against teams with dominant centers. As the Warriors look ahead to next season, one major focus is strengthening their big man depth. With Stephen Curry continuing to lead the team on the offensive end, and Draymond Green anchoring the defense, the Warriors are in need of a reliable and skilled big man who can complement Curry's playmaking and help address their struggles in the frontcourt. In response to these needs, recent trade rumors suggest that Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy could explore the possibility of acquiring Jakob Poeltl from the Toronto Raptors. Poeltl, currently in the prime of his career at 29 years old, has been turning heads with his impressive performances this season. Averaging 14.1 points, 9.8 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.2 blocks, Poeltl has become one of the most efficient centers in the league, shooting an impressive 61.2% from the field. His ability to impact the game on both ends of the floor would be a major asset to the Warriors, who, despite their offensive firepower, have struggled with consistency and physicality in their frontcourt. Poeltl's exceptional rebounding and shot-blocking abilities would provide the Warriors with the added defensive presence they need, allowing Draymond Green to focus more on his versatile defensive role without having to guard the opposing team's biggest players. Poeltl's skill set would also provide much-needed support for Stephen Curry. As one of the best shooters in NBA history, Curry thrives in a system that allows him to operate off the ball, get open looks, and make plays in transition. Poeltl's ability to set solid screens and roll to the basket would be a perfect complement to Curry's off-the-dribble shooting. The two could form a deadly pick-and-roll combination, with Poeltl's size and finishing ability at the rim creating space for Curry to do what he does best. Furthermore, Poeltl's knack for securing offensive rebounds and creating second-chance opportunities would greatly benefit the Warriors, who rely on fast breaks and efficient scoring to outpace opponents. To acquire Poeltl, Schwartz suggests that the Warriors could make a trade offer involving Moses Moody, a rising star in the league, and Buddy Hield, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. While parting with Moses Moody, a promising two-way player, would be a tough decision for the Warriors, acquiring Poeltl could prove to be a game-changer. Moody has shown flashes of brilliance this season, and although he is still developing, he has the potential to become a key contributor in the future. However, the opportunity to add a proven, skilled center like Poeltl to the roster may be too good to pass up. Additionally, Buddy Hield, who has struggled to find consistency with the Sacramento Kings but is a career 40.1% shooter from beyond the arc, would offer immediate help to Toronto's perimeter shooting, which has been a weak point for them this season. Hield's three-point shooting would help improve Toronto's shooting efficiency, especially given their current rank of number 22 in the league for three-point percentage at 34.8%. This trade would provide Toronto with both a sharpshooter and a promising young player in Moody, who could be part of their rebuilding efforts moving forward. For Golden State, this deal could be the missing piece in their quest for another championship, as Poeltl's addition would help them match up better against bigger teams in the playoffs. With Poeltl's ability to stretch the floor, defend the paint, and finish plays around the rim, the Warriors would have more flexibility in their lineups, making them a more well-rounded and versatile team heading into the postseason. Poeltl's potential fit with the Warriors system is especially intriguing, as his skill set aligns perfectly with Golden State's offensive style, which relies heavily on movement, spacing, and high basketball IQ. The Warriors' offense is predicated on ball movement and creating open shots for their shooters, and Poeltl's basketball intelligence and selflessness on the floor would make him an ideal fit in that system. He's not a high-usage player, but he knows how to contribute without the ball, which is exactly what the Warriors need in their frontcourt. While acquiring Poeltl would help the Warriors on both ends of the floor, the move would not come without sacrifices. Giving up Moses Moody, a young player with potential, and Buddy Hield, a seasoned veteran with elite shooting ability, could sting for Golden State. However, with their championship window still open, the Warriors may feel that bolstering their frontcourt with Poeltl would be the best path forward. Adding a reliable center to pair with Draymond Green and Curry could provide the Warriors with the extra edge they need to reclaim the NBA title. As the 2025-26 season approaches, the addition of Jakob Poeltl could prove to be one of the most important moves for the Warriors in their quest for an 8th NBA championship. With Curry continuing to lead the charge and Poeltl providing the necessary support in the frontcourt, the Warriors could once again be a dominant force in the NBA, competing for another title and further solidifying their place in league history. Poeltl's size, defensive presence, and ability to complement Curry's unique skill set would give the Warriors a formidable lineup, ready to challenge the best teams in the league and fight for another championship. In conclusion, while this trade proposal may still be in the rumor stage, the idea of adding Jakob Poeltl to the Warriors roster is one that could reshape their future. The team has proven over the years that they are willing to make bold moves to improve their chances at winning championships, and acquiring Poeltl could be the next step in continuing their legacy of success. As the Warriors continue their pursuit of an 8th NBA title, adding a player of Poeltl's caliber could be the final piece of the puzzle that propels them back to the top of the league.